There's no place like it if you're a Liverpool fan, the legendary Kop. And from that noisy, passionate, laugh-a-minute, well-informed vantage point, generation after generation have supported the Reds. And never more so than when they faced that team from the other side of Stanley Park. Liverpool and Everton fans have stood side by side over the years, and through those years they've enjoyed some superb matches. Never a hint of trouble, with an atmosphere that's completely unrivaled. Here we have 18 Merseyside derby games, and Liverpool have won the lot. And along the way, memorable goals scored by memorable players.
To Highway. And he's over Hurst's tackle. Man in the middle, and he scored! What a goal! Steve Highway!
Callaghan. Hughes moving forward, number 6!
That's a well-judged ball which Keegan collects, and McNaught has slipped. Joey Jones is in the middle, Highway is deep on the far side, McDermott coming. Header off the line and in by Joshua.
McDermott. Oh, here's a chance again, perhaps for Dalglish. Oh! He's got his second and the Kop are going wild. King who slipped. And this is where Liverpool have made the game look so easy. They've come out of defence, got into their stride, and seemed to get an extra man through. It's Ian Rush. Can he score his fourth? It looks as though he has. Yes! 5-0. Neil. In for Souness. And a goal! Souness for Liverpool. This is Nicol looking for McMahon. Good through ball. He got away from Ratcliffe. Oh, and John August in a great position. And Liverpool have scored in their first attack.
At the start of the 1969-70 season, Everton, thanks to their dominance in the 20s and 30s, had the upper hand. 42 victories to Liverpool's 31. Enter the Bill Shankly era. And we pick up our story in December 1969 at Goodison Park. It's a Liverpool team that still has a nucleus of the men who'd won the Cup 4 years earlier, like goalkeeper Tommy Lawrence, Chris Lawler, Big Ron Yates, Ian Callaghan, Peter Thompson, and the Saint, Ian St John, and now with the fresher face of Emlyn Hughes.
Graham to Callaghan. Hughes! And what a blaze of red and white! By Callaghan, and Hughes so high above the defence. Whittle. Ball. John. Kendall. Liverpool really chasing everything now all the time. They've grown so much in confidence since Hughes scored that goal. Thompson. Yes, own goal! Sandy Brown. And he must wish the ground could open up. All the jubilation behind the Everton goal on the part of the Liverpool fans. 2-0.
the danger. Two Everton spelt out with wingmen getting round the back of the defence. Labo. Hurst. Oh, he's in trouble. This is Graham. Only the goalkeeper left. You can't be any cooler than that.
So, a 3-0 win at Goodison Park in 1969. What better way to finish the 60s than that? A year later, November 1970, over 53,000 were at Anfield for one of the greatest derbies in years. Now Ray Clemence was in goal. Tommy Smith was back, having missed that previous derby game. Larry Lloyd, Steve Highway and John Toshak were beginning to make their reputations in a Liverpool shirt.
Tommy Smith's really wriggling to get himself out of trouble there. And Whittle. Yes, he's got it. Alan Whittle, the scorer. Royal. Can he turn? It's Henry Newton breaking to ball. Must keep the move going. Royal, Morrissey out on the left calling for it, and Royal didn't know. That was a very odd way of getting it to him. And it got there too late. Now Harvey and Newton. And a good save by Clements. Covered absolutely every inch of the way. Morrissey. And a good return pass. He's onside. Royal unmarked to the back. Here he comes. Good goal! And Henry Newton's passing has not been very sharp all through this game. Tommy Smith to Highway. And he's over Hurst's tackle. Man in the middle. And he scored! What a goal! Steve Highway! And Highway's off again. And a useful cross. Toshak! And there's the opposition at the other end. Somewhat silent now. And the Kop in contrast. From 2-0 down to 2-2, and they've something to sing about. Morrissey. Keith Newton. And a fine save by Clements. What a magnificent save. A ball deflected in flight. This is Lindsay. And here's Lawler coming round. Goal!
(3-2) to Liverpool, the final score in a match to remember. But goals were a scarcer commodity in October 1972 at Anfield. This was the Liverpool team that day. Kevin Keegan, now a regular in the Liverpool side, but he wasn't a goal scorer in this match.
Kenyon. Lindsay. Keegan waiting in the middle, so's Cormac. So now is Lawler. Cormac! One of the new boys opens the scoring. And the Cop go wild in celebration. Peter Cormac, the scorer. They got a man over, and it was a good diving header which met the cross.
One 0 to Liverpool, the final score. In fact, the Reds completed the double over Everton that season. And next we have a match at Goodison Park that Emlyn Hughes will remember well.
Paul. Callaghan. Hughes moving forward, number 6! Emlyn Hughes in the 80th minute. Running through, I would think at a conservative estimate, 6 Everton players to receive the ball from Ian Callaghan, round the goalkeeper and poke it in. Liverpool, you might say, are at home. He had to go back a bit and it was close. Free kick has been given in Liverpool's favour as Bill Shankly looks at his watch. He doesn't look capable of looking at anything. Wasmer, Lindsay waiting. Keegan going. Hughes! Emlyn Hughes is second, Liverpool second. The result now not in question. Keegan busying himself to cause trouble again. He went up with the goalkeeper got half a touch to it, and not a soul was on the line when Emlyn Hughes rammed the ball home.
Everton 0, Liverpool 2, and Liverpool went on to win the championship that season. And Liverpool were back at Goodison in the December following with this team. John Toshak was now injured, and Alan Waddle made a rare appearance in their attack.
Callaghan again. In comes Waddle. Yes!
Memorable goal for Alan Waddle. He played 16 games in that season as deputy to Toshak, 6 more times over the next 3 years, but that was the only goal he scored in that time. In 1976, the Toshak-Keegan combination was at its peak. Phil Neal and Ray Kennedy were now regulars in the side, and Terry McDermott had begun to force his way in as well. We go on to Anfield in October 1976.
Thompson going forward there, just about on the penalty spot, number 4. And McDermott to take the kick. Aimed towards Thompson, and Toshak was in, and Highway will score! Terry McDermott's corner. It looked as though Thompson was being held down, but Toshak got up, nodded it through, and when Highway had his chance from 3 yards range, he made no mistake. Keegan. Round he goes, over he goes, penalty. Keegan opens his arms. A gesture of gratitude, perhaps. But that is where Kevin Keegan is so dangerous, using his skills in the box. McNaught leaned on him, down went Keegan, and Mr. Mathewson did not think twice before pointing to the spot. Davis to face Phil Neal, who has already scored once from the spot this season. In it goes. Phil Neal makes it 2-0, and we've just come to 12 minutes. Phil Neal hit in hard. Guy Davis read the direction properly, threw himself well, but the power beat him. Referee adamant about the distance, and he's now happy. Keegan hits it hard, and it came back off Davis. Credit to the goalkeeper for that. It came whizzing at him from Keegan's shot. Really brilliant free kick, and a very good save by Guy Davis. Ronnie Goodless, number 10 for Everton. Easy for Kennedy. Jones making a break. Toshak lurking on the left touchline. That's a well-judged ball which Keegan collects, and McNaught has slipped. Joey Jones is in the middle, Highway is deep on the far side, McDermott coming, header off the line and in by Toshak. Well, Everton were in disarray there, and it was that fine long ball, beautifully judged, that gave Keegan the chance to set it up, and when he played the cross, the nod-in was cleared off the line by McNaught, straight onto the forehead of Toshak, and that is 3-0. And Paisley, his chairman Mr. Smith next to him, with plenty to be pleased about. Darracott. King. Drilling on the ball has proved fatal for Everton this afternoon, and here's Jones making a break for Liverpool. Toshak coming to meet the cross, and a beauty it was! So unlucky! Great run by Joey Jones. He saw Toshak coming to meet the cross, and Toshak met it with full force, and Davis knew very little about it. Now here's Dobson, letting a good one go! Well, that could have been 4-0, and instead it is 3-1. The ball hit Davis at one end, was cleared to the other. Dobson on the edge of the 18-yard area, lets fly, and Clements was beaten fairly and squarely.
A 3-1 victory for Liverpool. And Bob Paisley had continued the good work of the great Bill Shankly with his second league championship trophy at the end of that season. The two Merseyside clubs met again later that season in a semi-final replay of the FA Cup. The first match ended in a 2-2 draw. Liverpool made no mistake in the next game at Main Road, Manchester.
Keegan up well. Johnson also up. Appeals for handball. Or a push, was it? A push. And a penalty, I think, has been given. Watch it here as Johnson goes up. The player behind him pushed him. It was definitely for a push. Pejic, I think it was. And it's a penalty to Liverpool. And Phil Neal, who has scored 9 of his 11 goals this season from the penalty spot, including one, of course, in Zurich, has the chance now to put Liverpool in front. Relief on the faces as well as delight. It's an agonising moment for anybody taking a penalty in an FA Cup semi-final, but Phil Neal here with the right foot, placing it superbly. Keegan and Pejic. And Tommy Smith again. He's had 2 tremendous matches. Look at the ball to Fairclough. On the near side, Johnson goes into the box. Support arrives behind as well. And Fairclough goes for the shot, perhaps ambitiously. Kennedy. And again Fairclough. This time he has found support. McDermott, well blocked. Now Case. It's on for Case. That's number 2. That's Jimmy Case. And that's Wembley. Case heading the ball past his opponent. Perfectly bounced for his right foot. The volley that all players like to strike. Away from the goalkeeper. And there's no sweeter sight than that. Keegan and McNaught. He beat him here on Saturday. Referee has given a free kick right on the edge of the area for the tackle by McNaught. Just a couple of minutes left. And Liverpool, I think, are home and dry. Kennedy came in, and again! It's 3-0 now from the Keegan free kick. Came in with the header, Lawson saved with his foot. Kennedy went round, found a way. And that, by the way, is Ray Kennedy's 100th goal in senior football. And what a moment to score it.
3-0 for Liverpool. The last Merseyside derby, incidentally, of Kevin Keegan, who left then to join Hamburg. To be replaced by Kenny Dalglish, with a new and brilliant chapter in Liverpool's history about to be written. Kenny was in this side at Goodison Park in 1979-80, and so now were the likes of Alan Hansen and Graham Souness.
Lyons, oh dear, the foot was a bit high. Neal, it's a chase for Dalglish. And Wood in some difficulty, here's Johnson. And Johnson puts it right cleanly in the corner. That's his 3rd goal in derby matches. Puts his personal record at 2 for Liverpool and 1 for Everton. And in this fixture, puts Liverpool into the lead. Following up after 2 defenders and Wood were caught on the edge of the area looking for the through ball for Kenny Dalglish, and as it came away, Johnson struck it clean as a whistle low into the far corner. Half an hour gone and Liverpool well worth their 1-0 lead. And 2 against 2 here, and Wood had it, lost it, handball, penalty. And the ball caught on the line by Billy Wright. But Wood obviously felt that he was fouled by a combination of Dalglish and Kennedy. But penalty it is, as Billy Wright did the goalkeeper's job standing right on the line. And was the wrong way. The hero takes the acclaim from his supporters, Phil Neal, and Liverpool have a 2-0 lead. Andy King. Three forward, there's McBride, there's Eastoe, and that's it! So the substitute scores, and the lead scores for the second week running. But it was a good cross. McBride was able to get inside his man just to nod it down, and Eastoe floated off the instep inside the far post.
So, a 2-1 victory for Liverpool, and again they won the championship that year for the second successive season. Exactly a year later, and this time at Anfield, a rare appearance by Richard Money and Colin Irwin in defence, and another, this time little more fortunate victory for the Reds.
Oh, he used the left foot beautifully there to find O'Keefe, and Clements has begun to come, and he's going to go back, and Berardi's in the middle, and he's missed it. Well, a rare change of mind by the England goalkeeper. A beautiful ball from the midfield by young Paul Lodge, played through to O'Keefe. Clements began to come, and then decided he couldn't make it, and he went back. In the meantime, O'Keefe crossed, and Imre Berardi came in. There was a clash of heads there, but Berardi couldn't direct the header on target. Dalglish leaving it there for Highway, who finds Case. Souness. Oh, I say. He's got the feel for those at the moment after the hat-trick against Sofia in the first leg. What a lovely shot, the way he ran onto that with his right foot. He made it look so easy, and it's all about timing when Souness strikes the ball like that. The heavy ground has made it virtually impossible for either side to impose a flowing pattern on the match. This is Colin Irwin for Liverpool. Highway, that's a lovely piece of play by him. Jimmy Case out wide, four in the middle. Deflects off Bailey. Oh, it's come to Highway. Pulled it back, and Gary Stanley's header out. Case to take the corner for Liverpool. Oh, Bailey! Oh, it's got it off John Bailey! Jimmy Case hit that corner, and John Bailey got a deflection on that, and it flew behind him into the net. Well, Liverpool score completely out the blue. It was a vicious corner by Jimmy Case, and that deflection carried the ball past the goalkeeper and into the net.
Liverpool 1, Everton 0. The following season, 1981-82, Liverpool completed the double over Everton. By now, a goalkeeper named Bruce Grobbelaar was here to add fun and excitement to the occasion. And a striker named Ian Rush was at the start of a career that would, over the years, torment Evertonians.
So Everton start the second half. Liverpool now attacking the Kop end. There have been 9 draws in the last 16 meetings, and 6 of those have been 0-0. On by Dalglish, and then by Johnson. And that throw by John Bailey appeared to be very close to the line, and the linesman decides it was over when Jim Arnold collected it, and it's a corner to Liverpool. Oh, Whelan with a shot, Dalglish! Tremendous strike by Ronnie Whelan, great finish by Kenny Dalglish. After 2 minutes of the second half, look at the way Whelan cracked that. Jim Arnold couldn't hold it. Kenny Dalglish went in, and that's 1-0. Free kick to Liverpool. Dermot to Souness. That's awkward as David Johnson came in. Corner. Mark Lawrenson has gone onto the near post, number 3. Phil Neal is also in the penalty area. It's played short to Souness. McDermott. Oh, here's a chance again, perhaps for Dalglish. Oh! He's got his second, and the Kop are going wild. Look at those Liverpool players. There's a fan in there. Liverpool are 2 up, and Dalglish can do nothing wrong. Terry McDermott put that ball through. Dalglish was behind the defence, but McMahon tried to reach him. His finish was clinical. Watch. And here's Ferguson. Oh, Robillard appeared to be going the wrong way. What an extraordinary save. Well, the important thing is he caught it. It was Everton's best effort of the afternoon. The ball played forward for Mick Ferguson, who hit it with his right foot, and Robillard seemed to catch it over his left shoulder. So Ferguson foiled, and Robillard happy. So the match simmering, to say the least, but the score still 2-0 to Liverpool, with that 2 goals in 5-minute spell early in the second half, and Everton with only 10 men now, trying to do something about it as John Bailey comes forward, but makes a present of that to Phil Neal. And here's Souness, and he's got a chance to get McDermott going, and he's onside, and it's 4 against 2. Look at this for outnumbering the opposition. Dalglish plays it on, and there's the shot from Johnson, and Johnson, Rush was it? It seemed to go in off Rush. "74 minutes gone, 3-0 to Liverpool." A series of ricochets. Johnson had the first chance. It was McDermott on the right who played the ball inside. It then went on to Kenny Dalglish. He saw 2 players to his left. One was number 12, David Johnson. Arnold saved. It came back. The defender, Johnson, Rush, goal. Dalglish. Oh, they're tearing them apart now. Rush on his way again. Here's Souness. What a good stop by Jim Arnold. Ian Rush opening up Everton on their right side, cutting in from that left-hand flank, and Graham Souness was the player it was meant for. Number 11, his strike, and Jim Arnold was behind it. Oh, there's a chance there, it's gone through, Ferguson. Grobbelaar disappointed perhaps to see that Ferguson effort go past him. Ferguson's 6th in the last 7 matches, as he comes in here with a header which Grobbelaar seemed to have and only helped over his own goal line.
2 goals for Dalglish and the first Merseyside derby goal for Rush. And Liverpool were just as convincing 4 months later at Goodison Park. Ronnie Whelan was emphasising his growing stature in Liverpool's midfield. With Mark Lawrenson, Alan Kennedy, Sammy Lee and Craig Johnston now also in a side that went on to win the championship that season.
Rush can take it up again. Dalglish with Whelan to his left. And Johnston against the bar. And Rush was perhaps confused by Johnston. It's Whelan who shoots, and it's in. From Whelan. It looked as though Everton had escaped. But it was but a temporary reprieve. Against the bar by Johnston. Then Rush had a shot at it. It came out as far as Whelan. It took a deflection, but it's Whelan's goal. Sharp managed to help it on to Heath. And Everton have a corner. Now they would love to strike back quickly here. Grobbelaar through the pack, but not getting a solid contact. Sharp! And they have! Graham Sharp in his first derby. Grobbelaar was indecisive with the punch. Came through Lawrenson and found Sharp, who made the most of the opportunity. And Liverpool's lead lasted only 3 minutes. And it breaks for Lee. And now Dalglish against Ross. Trying to jockey one of those positions that he's so good at. And Souness! Courtesy of Dalglish. Kenny Dalglish did all the spade work here. Everton just couldn't get a foot in. And it came for Souness. Southall was unsighted. Now McMahon. In from Burrows. Dalglish with superb vision again. Rush tries to match it with Johnston. Well, what a thrilling goal it would have been. Instant assessment of the possibilities by Liverpool from Dalglish and then from Rush. And Craig Johnston, who'd not stopped running through the middle. One touch to control, the second shot under pressure. Drops for Ross, who struck it well. Was arrowing towards that gap inside the far post until Grobbelaar brought off a spectacular catch. Sharp. Off Heath for McMahon. Ross is looking for Sharp and found him. Oh, what a shot and what a save! Graham Sharp, a shot out of nothing. It was entitled really to catch Grobbelaar out. He hit it so well, but how well Grobbelaar responded. If Everton have had more of the ball in this second half, certainly Liverpool have provided quality when they've got forward. as they do here with Johnston, who salutes the moment that may well have decided the destiny of this match. Rush involved. Johnston had a swing at it, and it looped up over the despairing Southall.
3-1 to Liverpool. In November 1982, a match fondly remembered by all Liverpool fans and never to be forgotten by Ian Rush. A team here that had taken style and consistency to new heights. A day when Everton were torn apart, suffering their heaviest defeat in a Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. Liverpool made all the running right from the start. They were quite unstoppable.
King. Hansen in so fast and leads the charge. Rush to his left. Onside. Ian Rush. 1-0 Liverpool. Brilliant goal. Marvellously made by Alan Hansen. And put away by Ian Rush with the minimum first. Alan Hansen intercepting back in his own half. Saw the chance to go forward. Superb play by the big defender. The ball laid into the path of Ian Rush, and as Southall came out, Rush put away his 9th goal of the season. International class there in the finish and in the build-up. So Liverpool, who came to the match as First Division leaders, are away again. It's Rush once more from Lee's pass this time. And again Rush hit the woodwork. Everton unsettled, unsure, and very nearly 2 goals down. Difficult angle for him, but he was so unlucky with the way it came out. Liverpool are finding some space ominously for Everton in this half of the field. Here's Neil. Souness. Dalglish's dummy. Johnston's flick. Untidy clearance by Wright. Dalglish. Fine save by Southall. Souness puts it back. But what a good save by the Welsh international. An awful clearance by Billy Wright, which sent the ball skying, showed Everton's uncertainty, and when it came down, Dalglish's header was instant, but no more so than Southall's save. Oh, given away by Phil Thompson. Sheeding. David Johnson's coming in far side, cover from Hansen. Not often you see Phil Thompson give the ball away like that. But here's Rush with a mistake by Keeling. And Dalglish is to his right, and he's missed it. So untypical. But honestly, Liverpool could have had 4. When you think that Dalglish, who missed that one, has had a header well saved, Rush has scored 1 and also hit the frame of the goal. Everton's defence, a thing of little substance in the opening 20 minutes here. Sharp. Not a bad turn at all. Graham Sharp. There's Hansen. Craig Johnson is pulled away to the left wing. Alan Kennedy also on that side, on the ball now. And Dalglish is fairly offside. Offside, I think. The referee looks to the line and the flag was up. But has the referee given the go? It looks as though he has. Kenny Dalglish buried the header, but there was a flag up and John Bailey has gone racing across. So is the Everton coach, Mick Heaton, and the other players are saying, why has the referee not taken heed of the flag? It was up, and here we have a true Merseyside, Steve Mason with the yellow flag. Did have it up when the cross came in. What's the referee going to do? Free kick. And now Liverpool will go across. Kenny Dalglish, notably, to argue with referee Derek Sybil. That flag was up before the cross came in, or as it came in, and the goal does not stand. Dalglish. Lee. Lawrenson. The move that led up to that header was Liverpool at their very, very best. They just picked their moment to get the ball into the danger area, but the way players took defenders away to leave Lawrenson free was brilliant, and the reactions too of the goalkeeper deserve commendation. Down the line nicely by McMahon, looking for David Johnson, but Souness leading this Liverpool side by example, making sure they don't weaken at this stage. Here's Hansen. Rush. Deflection, has taken it in. Ian Rush will claim the goal, his second of the match, but it certainly came off a defender. Seemed to me that the shot from Ian Rush might have come off Brian Burrows. Lawrenson. Rush again. Dalglish! Somehow they kept it out. But Ian Rush is leading Everton a merry dance. Here's McMahon. And Sammy Lee. What an appetite he's got for the game. Here's Johnston. Oh, that's all a bit nasty. John Bailey and Kenny Dalglish tangling. Dalglish appears to have got involved with a couple of Everton players in the opening minutes of this half. He was certainly guilty of a foul a minute or two ago, and also of getting involved there. Oh, he's got free, Dalglish. And put in by Lawrenson. What a simple goal. And Liverpool here have got Everton on the rack. Dalglish got free from the throw-in. That won't please Howard Kendall. The marker never went with him. He pulled the ball across the face of the goal, and Lawrenson came in at the far post to make it 3-0. Dalglish, look at that, rushes through. This could be history here for Ian Rush if he scores. He's hit the post. He might score now, he has. And it's the first hat-trick in a Merseyside derby since 1935. In a league game, anyway. 71 minutes, Rush has made it 4. He hit the post the first time, he put the rebound in, and Bob Paisley, the manager, once told me, I remember last season, the last hat-trick in a league derby, scored by a fellow called Freddie Howe for Liverpool in September 1935, when he got 4 in a 6-0 win. King, who slipped, and this is where Liverpool have made the game look so easy. They've come out of defence, got into their stride, and seem to get an extra man through. It's Ian Rush, can he score his 4th? It looks as though he has, yes! 5-0. 4 for Rush, 5 for Liverpool, and an awful day for Everton. Sonny Lee led the charge from defence, the ball played through, and Rush, who's such a good finisher, went on to go round Southall and make this a day to remember for him in every sense. He'll surely get the match ball now.
5-0 to Liverpool, a famous victory. 4 to Ian Rush, a famous achievement. And Liverpool won the championship yet again that season. The following year, the teams met in the League Cup final, the Milk Cup, at Wembley. and it needed this replay at Main Road in Manchester.
A nice little ricochet, very welcome there for Everton, and Heath finding Sharp and keeps it in play. Coming towards Harper, will he get it on the volley? No, he plays it back, and it comes for Reed, and a good save by Grobbelaar. The first real save of the day, or the night rather, by a goalkeeper, and it's Bruce Grobbelaar saving from Peter Reed, and doing well. Harper, a nice little touch back in there. Stevens miscuing. Reed on the turn, and that would have just crept in. Little dummy by Johnston, gets it back from Rush. It'll come maybe for Dalglish, just nicking it away from Richardson. Souness spreading it for Neil. Played on again for Johnston. Here's Dalglish. Neil in for Souness. And a goal! Souness for Liverpool. A great shot out of nothing there by the Liverpool captain. Neil plays it in. Souness catching it, beating the dive of Southall, and Liverpool into the lead. Stevens playing it in, Grobbelaar catching it.
Every time he's had to come out in this match so far, he's caught absolutely beautifully.
And what a good break here by Liverpool. Rush is on the way. Will it be number 2? No, stopped by Southall. They were played onside by a defender on this side of the field, and two of them, Dalglish and Rush, were suddenly clear of the rest of the field. Well, they always say goalkeepers have to be, I think they call it leg conscious. And
He spread himself well, but a striker of this lad's quality should have put that away quite easily. There's no such thing as an easy chance, but if there's going to be one, that was it.
So another addition for Liverpool's already overstocked trophy room. The first for new manager Joe Fagan, and it was the third successive season they'd won the championship. And the elusive FA Cup was to follow in 1986. Ian Rush was again the scourge of Everton, but now there are new faces appearing in the Liverpool side. Jim Beglin, Steve Nicol, Jan Molby and Kevin MacDonald. And by now, Kenny Dalglish was the player manager.
Backwards header only going to Johnston. Here is Jan Molby. For once, the touch of Dalglish deserted him. And Reed now sending Lineker into the path of Gary Lineker. And Grobbelaar saves, but not this time. And Everton are in the lead with Lineker. This season becomes 40 goals for Gary Lineker. What a ball by Peter Reed. Out, stripping Hansen. Grobbelaar saved it first time, almost saved it the second, but Lineker was not to be denied. David Pleat.
So quick with his reactions. The ball was super, just right. He was fortunate that he wasn't racing against Lawrenson, and his reactions were the reactions of a natural goal scorer.
Forcing it way through to Beglin, and now Dalglish off in search of something, but downfield there again for Everton. Now Wheeler. They've quickened the pace up now, Liverpool. Now Molby. Now Rush. Yes! 1-1. Just when you thought their world scores his 32nd goal of the season. Ian Rush levels for Liverpool. Out of nothing. 1-1 the score. Stevens again. Lineker off in chase. But Hansen would not be denied that time. And then a great save! Sharp's header. Again out of nothing. And Grobbelaar making a superhuman save there. Totally unexpected. The clearance came from a Liverpool player. There's Sharp getting up. And now just look at Grobbelaar just flicking it over.
Magnificent save, but it was a wonderful header too.
Now Trevor Steven then with the corner. Grobbelaar's catch. A safe and a good one at the near post. Field. Side against Sharp, who hadn't got back quickly enough. Beglin. Rush. In for Mulvey. And it's there! It's Craig Johnston! Liverpool are in the lead. Mulvey's big part in it, just as it was in the first one. And Johnston finishing it off.
Once again, Mulvey involved, powerful, superb ball across the 6-yard box. Nothing Mims could do, nothing in the world. Mulvey's really proved a great Dane today. He's done tremendous.
And Howe, short touch there for Reed. And then gives it away badly to Ronnie Whelan. He's got Rush on one side, Johnston on the other. Here's Rush. Dalglish. Oh, what a lovely dummy. Played there for Mulvey. Great strike on the ball, Jan Mulvey. And he hit it straight at Mims. When there looked to be a gap between Mims and the post, I thought, but it's so easy from here. Here comes Sheedy. Little chip on towards Lineker. MacDonald in before Heath. Whelan getting it out to Johnston. Here's Rush. Well, delightful again. Mulvey. Oh, look at the space here now for Whelan. Dalglish is making a run for him. One player's gone tumbling. And it's played across for Rush. That's another one. And that will make it safe for Liverpool. And that will mean, without any doubt at all now, that the league and cup double will be theirs. Ronnie Whelan past the blue balloon. A chip over the last defender to the man who never fails from that sort of position. He knocked over a camera and he's knocked over Everton's chances as well.
Watch Dalglish. Absolutely brilliant Dalglish there. Made a run right across the face of the goal to leave the space. Tremendous. The manager did tremendous.
Good spot there, David. The final whistle. The double belongs to Kenny Dalglish and Liverpool. Winners here in the FA Cup by 3 goals to 1, having already clinched the First Division Championship. The Liverpool fans are jubilant. The Everton fans are silent. And a cup and a gesture that says Liverpool have done the double. Yes, indeed, Liverpool completed the league and cup double that season. The following year, Liverpool and Everton met again in a cup competition, this time the Littlewoods Cup. It's the 5th round at Goodison Park. Paul Walsh has now joined the Liverpool attack, and behind him, Steve McMahon, once of Everton, who had arrived at Liverpool by way of Aston Villa. Kenny Dalglish's first signing. Irvin. 6'2", but very fleet of foot. Walsh, promising. Oh, that's a great one, and how unlucky can you get? And immediately it's Walsh who goes to collect again. Rush! For a man who hasn't scored for 13 matches. Indeed, he's only scored in one match this season. That was a hat-trick against Norwich. Rush was calling for it. Walsh saw the opening. It faded away from Southall's left arm, but came back off the inside of the post. Just look at the trajectory. Beat the goalkeeper, no doubt about that. Johnston. Nice touch. Benison, away by Mountfield. Up the line by Gary Stevens. Sheedy, and again Sheedy. There was real venom in that attempt. And although it squirmed away, the body was all in line. And it saved the day for Grobbelaar. Rush. Johnson coming behind. Walsh trying to hold it up for Rush. Came off Gary Stevens. Rush! Yes! It's the old story yet again. But Walsh deserving of as much congratulation as was the scorer. It was he who held it up, it was he who played the ball into space. And the finish off the forearm of Neville Southall. And Liverpool have the lead, and one suspects the place in the semi-final.
So Ian Rush was once more the man Everton just couldn't handle. And in the next season, more new arrivals. Peter Beardsley from Newcastle. John Barnes from Watford. And John Aldridge from Oxford United. As Liverpool put on another splendid performance against Everton, this time at Anfield, it's November 1987.
That's great, from Barnes to McMahon. And where is the greatest delight? Among the participants, on the bench, or in the crowd. It was a great ball by Barnes and a lovely run by Steve McMahon. Got past three players, the pass made the gap, and McMahon found the finish. Southall to him, with a little bit of a nick from behind, but he really placed it well, did McMahon. Barnes got his body in front again. To Beardsley. Good play. The flag is up, the flag is up. It will not count. Aldridge, the player who put it in, but the flag was up. Even so, a moment that Peter Beardsley will have enjoyed, because he showed the sharpness that he's been struggling to find of late. Really whipped away from his man, but Aldridge just at the bottom of the picture there moved just too soon and was rightly given offside. Barnes, the challenge by Stevens, sharp. Trevor Stephen got a deflection and was well saved. Barnes, oh, lovely back heel.
McMahon, Aldridge, good challenge. Beardsley! Oh, that's a lovely goal. That's a lovely goal. No hesitation there. He really flashed at that. And it flew in. Oh, and he gets a kiss for it. From a man incidentally wearing a blue striped shirt. Look at this back heel. This is magnificent. McMahon, Aldridge makes the first run, number 8. He's challenged by Ratcliffe. And no hesitation at all on the part of Beardsley.
Steve McMahon, Peter Beardsley, the Liverpool scorers. And in that same 1987-1988 season, the two Merseyside clubs met in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Young defenders Gary Ablett and Barry Venison had been given a good run in the side. Nigel Smackman had arrived from Chelsea. And Ray Houghton had brought his busy skills from Oxford United.
Houghton on the chase, pointing the defender. Well, he wouldn't ideally have done that. Liverpool have a corner. Taken quickly, Beardsley. McMahon. That was a good effort from distance through a crowd of players, so Southall had to be aware, and was. Poynton. Now can Sharp release Stephen? That's probably the best ball of the game. Snowden's in the penalty area, so is Heath, so is Sharp. Oh, it went over all of them. Power came in and Grobbelaars grabbed it. Here's Beardsley. And again. Heath. Barnes. Oh, well played. Good return by Beardsley. Aldridge is there. Houghton's there. It's a goal for Liverpool. And the man who scored it is the man playing in his first ever derby. Ray Houghton from a John Barnes cross sneaks in to score. And out of almost nothing, Liverpool are in the lead. And that's the old-fashioned bit of wing play we've been screaming for all afternoon. And when the cross comes in, the perfect header, and Liverpool are in front.
So Ray Houghton's first Merseyside derby goal secures a 1-0 victory, and it was a season when Liverpool again won the league championship. Our final game features perhaps one of the finest matches between these two great clubs. The 1989 FA Cup final at Wembley. Here, the success of John Aldridge had kept Ian Rush on the substitutes bench. Aldridge played his part all right, but before the day was over, Rush had continued to cast his special spell on those blue shirts of Everton.
This is Nicol looking for McMahon. Good through ball. He got away from Ratcliffe. Oh, and John Aldridge in a great position. And Liverpool have scored in their first attack. And John Aldridge, the man who missed a penalty here last season in the cup final, didn't take long to make up for it. The ball played through, was for McMahon, and it caught Everton. Ratcliffe was out-manoeuvred there. The ball into Aldridge was superb, and his finish was clinical. And Liverpool playing very much on their counter-attack, and how threatening they look when they break out. Barnes. Oh, and that's Aldridge again! From Barnes. Beautiful ball this by John Barnes. He curled it in menacingly. And Aldridge, who's been doing well with his head too recently, might have had his second. Nevin has switched to the left. Oh, Everton in trouble here. It's Beardsley. Aldridge to his left, but Beardsley could go alone. Saved by Southall. Here comes Ray Houghton.
There was a classic example. I think there was a time Kevin Ratcliffe would have caught Peter Beardsley. And again, it was an example of Everton in possession themselves and not having the composure like Stevie Nicol, Alan Hansen, and use the ball. They got themselves into trouble. There was about 3 Everton players within 5 yards of each other, and suddenly Liverpool had an attack.
Beardsley. And still Beardsley. Well, that's 2 opportunities in a minute for Beardsley. The first one, I think, some credit to Southall, because he did stand up well and block Beardsley's view of the goal. And I think that may be substantiated by what we're going to see here, because he was clear of the defender, Ratcliffe, but Southall good in 1-against-1s like that, save with his feet. Watson heads it forward to Cotty. Sharp. Chances here. Nevin. And outside him a chance too. And Grobbelaar. And it's got in. Steve McCall was in there. And Everton have equalised, and there are people on the pitch. And it came with seconds left of the 90 minutes. And the stewards have got a full-time job on now. Grobbelaar thought he had that, and Stuart McCall scores the goal. That brings Everton level and almost certainly forces extra time. It couldn't have come any closer to the end. Liverpool had one hand on the cup, and it looks like another half hour. This is Whelan. Beardsley, Rush, Barnes. Got to start all over again now, really, Liverpool. Nicol. That comes off McDonald. Well, our watch said 44 minutes, 57 seconds when that goal went in. Couldn't have been closer. Nicol. Oh, there's Rush in there. Rush! Goal! Ian Rush. Liverpool back in front. Five minutes into extra time. And Ian Rush, scorer of 2 against Everton here 3 years ago, swivels on that, shakes off Ratcliffe and beats Southall. A typical Rush effort, and it's come at a timely moment for Liverpool. Ratcliffe. Watson's up. Here's McCall again. Oh, yes! It's 2-2. And it's the same player. Stuart McCall. Dropping it wide of Grobbelaar for the second equaliser. Headed out first of all, but look how McCall got that down, and the perfect volley with the right foot, Trevor.
Well, he's not having a bad afternoon, is he, since coming on? Alan Hansen heads it out. It drops and loops in. Bruce Grobbelaar never quite going to get there. And again, we're all 2-2, and who knows what the remainder of this extra time is going to bring forth.
Houghton. Whelan. McMahon. Barnes. Rush! Goal! 3-2 Liverpool. Ian Rush gets his second. And this now becomes one of the most dramatic FA Cup finals of recent times. Beautiful ball by Barnes, deftest of headers by Rush, steered it wide of Southall, and Rush repeats his feat of 3 years ago. Liverpool are FA Cup winners for the 4th time, and they hope that the championship is still to come to give them their second double.
So another FA Cup final victory, but the double eluded Liverpool that season. And at the beginning of the 90-91 season, Liverpool have wiped out that deficit that we saw earlier on. They now lead Everton by 51 victories to 48. We hope very much that you've enjoyed this dip into the Liverpool success story and these unforgettable Merseyside derbies. From Bill Shankly to Kenny Dalglish, from Ian St John to Ian Rush, Ron Yates to Alan Hansen, and Peter Thompson to John Barnes. It's a wonderful winning story.